Well, I'm back. It's Monday, May 19th, holiday in Canada, Victoria Day. I know that's mirror image for you. I didn't want to mess with the phone. I finished the book. It's well worth the $40 and odd change on Amazon. If nothing else, for chapter 4 alone, where he gets into the weather, I better say. You know what I mean? Puts it all together. Unfortunately, there's not a lot I can work with without having to use silly words, and it'll be bye-bye the Uncle Carl channel. Well worth it for chapter 4. I've sold 3 people on getting a copy of the book, including grumpy old Bill at the bar, who desperately wants to believe the WEF are just the good guys. Our good doctor here gets into the history and the formation of the WEF, but he does it without drowning you in minutiae, if you will. It's a dry read, but I don't know how it couldn't be. I really suggest you pick up the book. It's given me a lot of confidence, because the work I've been doing researching the World Economic Forum heretofore, I haven't really read anybody else's work on them. Other than I read a bit of the Davos Man and then kind of gave up on it, because that author, whose name eludes me, gets way too much into the minutiae of the formation of the WEF, although I will go back to it. But I'm not interested really in the history of the WEF beyond, I'll say, 2015. When Trudeau was placed, clearly, and we've been under World Economic Forum control in Canada ever since. And now we have Mark Carney. I mean, Trudeau was a puppet. Carney's a puppet master. The good doctor did give me a bunch of information I didn't have. Put a lot of pieces of the puzzle together that I had the pieces, but hadn't put them together as such. In future videos, when I'm working, utilizing I just keep referring to him as the good doctor, Jacob Nordengard. I will credit him. I won't. Anything I learned from this book, I will give credit where credit is due. It did give me a big boost of confidence, because I'd intentionally done my research. I didn't want to be influenced by someone else. When I started this, I'll call it the WEF project, a humble old Southern Ontario farm boy with a grade 9 education and a cell phone, I did surprisingly well compared to a lifelong professional, if you will. And actually, there's one statement in here he makes that I completely disagree with. He says the Young Global Leaders program is a 5-year program. It's clearly a 3-year program. I've done videos about that in the past. Example, I used Melanie Jolie and Rachel Gilmore. I did their whole Young Global Leaders program curriculum and made videos about that. And it's clearly a 3-year program. However, not default. Again, what I consider a superior to myself. But buy the book. And, well, I guess I can wrap the video up here on that point. Now I've got to work with what he's given me. What I've got in the past, my copious amounts of notes, and try to figure out where to start. And I want to start the WEF series all over again. If people were aware of how much power they have, it's in the book. He presents it better than I can. The IMF, the WHO, the World Bank, the Club of Rome, Bilderberg Group, etc., etc. I've done it in the past. He presents it better. If this was required reading, this type of information was broadcast further, we wouldn't have elected Carney. I'm absolutely certain of it. So my intent is to keep trying to wake people up. It's been the intent of the channel all along. Just here it is. Look at it. Think about it. I'm not telling you who to vote for. Although I might be telling you who not to vote for. That'd be the WEF. So I hope you'll help me out. Hit the like button, comment, share, repost, because this series is not popular. On TikTok, well, this video is probably going to get my TikTok shut down for another community strike because they wouldn't even let me hold the book up. So we really need people to be aware of this, and it's going to be the focus on my channel from here on in. So again, I hope you'll support me. Spread the word. And yeah, buy the book.